JmpOn.It. I've got Paul, Larry, Afan, Adam, Sean had to leave, and Jim Clifton's not here as well. But had a lot of fun working with these guys over the weekend. So JmpOn.It, we are solving what we think is a huge problem that for some reason has been overlooked, and that is getting on wireless networks easily with mobile devices. So let's do this. Everybody that has ever had to get onto a mobile device with their mobile or onto a wireless network, stand up. Sit down if it hasn't been a pain in the butt. All right, go ahead and sit. So we're solving this. We're making it actually a no-click process to get onto wireless networks. And what we're doing is we're taking advantage of the fact that almost all mobile devices today, phones, tablets, and laptops have a camera. And we're solving it with using a QR code to automatically jump you on or jump that mobile device onto these mobile networks. So we've actually built a working prototype. Adam has working. A couple people have already used it. It's not the app yet, but if a couple people that have an iPhone want to walk up, Adam can show you how to do that.
So if you see there's many networks and we don't know which one is actually for this facility, well, of course we do, but if someone just came in, they wouldn't know exactly which of these 10 locked icons or locked Wi-Fi networks they could use. So instead of like going around and asking for the passcode, I can simply pull up a QR code reader, scan it, install this setting. Within a few seconds, I'm on the Wi-Fi network.
So we're going to do that in the app with no click. So literally, you launch the app, you point it at the QR code, and you're on the network automatically. So the vision for where we see this, you can imagine in conference rooms all over the world, the ability to have a digital display or a QR code display for guests that enter the room. You can imagine in places like a Starbucks on the door, printed out. It doesn't have to be digitally, it could be printed as well to be able to get on those guest networks. So as you can imagine, it's a huge, huge market opportunity. Every place that there's a Wi-Fi network where guests are trying to get on board. So we actually, over the weekend, through phone calls and an online survey, talked to a couple of dozen people in the market across these different market segments, and what we found was that universally they all rated very high the problem with customer satisfaction and how difficult it is to get people on these networks. So we think we're onto something. The strategy is to use a free download, so you have a free app. And basically it becomes, once you've got that app installed once, any place you see that logo show up, you can just point that app at it and jump on that network. We're going to have a very low starting point software as a service model for businesses that want to be able to publish those QR codes out so that you can get onto those networks. And we'll have multiple ways to go to market there. Long term, there's a lot of upstream opportunities as you get into larger corporate environments and or retail stores and chains. There's the ability for us to actually create products that can change those Wi-Fi passwords automatically on the fly and that feedback loop from the router back to these digital displays. There's also the opportunity that when you have these displays outside of conference rooms to be able to do other things with those displays besides letting people jump on the network, showing calendar, things that can be done there. When you really think about where this opportunity is we can gather a lot of information when people are using this to log on. A location, duration, frequency of people, time they're on there, user profile information, device information that could be used. So our next steps, following the lean startup model, is to get the MVP done and to actually start geographically here in Lexington, sponsoring events where we can get people to come out and actually, the friction of this is to install that app the first time. And then once you've got it installed, it literally becomes that easy to jump on networks. So, that's the part of it that we have to get figured out, and we can test that very easily. Going to places like West 6th, we'll buy your first beer if you install the app and jump on the network at West 6th. And then we can actually watch behind the scenes what's going on, how often they'll use that to jump on different networks and begin to learn here locally about that. So we're JmpOn.It, and we thought we'd end with a fun little, oh.
Bye.